Hi girlies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content at baileystewartmgmt. Today's video is an Alphalete review of drop 6. It is pretty much a restock, recolor, bringing back some old pieces in old colors. So we have some seamless, we have some tenacity. Let's get into it. The drop is happening Saturday, October 25th at 12 p.m. CST. The Lina bra coming back, the everyday wrap legging, everyday wrap shorts, amplify minimal bra, amplify open back bra, amplify contour shorts, amplify contour leggings, and then a men's momentum tee. We've got Aurora coming back. We've got Anchor coming back. We've got Canary Yellow coming back, black, and then we have Grove coming back. Those are all the colors that are coming back in quite a few styles. So my favorite Tenacity leggings, cut and sew leggings Alphalete has, are coming back, so I'm very excited about that. We have the wrap leggings Tenacity fabric, which is 70% nylon, 30% spandex. So very similar to Buff Bunny Posh Knit, a very velvety, soft fabric. Can feel hot, especially in summer. So I feel like this is perfect for fall and winter because I won't feel like I'm dying or have instant crotch sweat in these now. Mid-rise, and it's got the cross waist. So on a short torso, it hits high rise on the hips, but then mid-rise in the stomach because you can see some belly button. And that cross waist really does bring in the waist, give you illusion of a smaller waist. I am team cross waist. I know it's like 50-50, but a cross waist will get me every time. It makes my waist look so much better than a straight across waistband. Because imagine, V-point is gonna bring your waist in. Straight across is gonna make the waist look wider. I don't love Tenacity leggings that have the straight waistband because it does just that. And when it has a top seam, because majority of the Tenacity leggings have top seam, it digs in and is so unflattering on the waist. The waist on this doesn't have a top seam in the front where it crosses. The cross also is not sewn together. It does have a top seam in the back, but it doesn't bother me as much because of the cross waist, so it's much more flattering. And I will say the cross waist, wrap waist, is the best leggings in terms of staying put. I do not have to readjust this waistband when I'm working out, whereas a lot of their other waistbands I'm constantly having to pull up. So I just really like these much better. They're also a little bit, again, shorter rise, shorter glute seam than all the other Tenacity leggings. It's not as short glute friendly as when I size down. Very true to size though in my normal size. So again, the only reason I prefer to size down isn't because it's baggy anywhere. It's just simply that when sizing down, the glute seam and V-seam does become shorter, and I have insanely short glutes. So if it's not a really short V-seam or short glute seam, it will be up my back and just make my top glutes not look perky, honestly look flatter, because it's like contouring my back, which it's my back, there's no volume back there, whereas when it hits right at the top of my glutes, it makes it look so much perkier. So I just prefer to size down. Now again, it's very true to size, so if you do size down for that, it could be a little tight, but I don't mind a compressive fit. I like a higher compression moment, so I don't mind the extra small compression level, but just keep that in mind. But the glute seam is like ½ an inch shorter, which really with my booty cheeks and my crack length, let's be so for real, it makes the world of difference, okay? And it's got an invisible scrunch, which is a true invisible scrunch. I really like this design, much better than Buff Bunny's invisible scrunch, because that's just a glute seam. Okay, that's just an elasticized glute seam, whereas this one actually has the ruching. And again, it's got the point waist, no front seam. It's got the side curve detailing, so it kind of gives like a nice contour line on the side glute versus going straight. Inseam is really good. It's got stretch to it, so I don't feel like it's too short. But again, I am 5'4", but on me it hits full length. Maybe if taller, it might hit more 7/8 length. But again, it does show sweat. Is definitely meant more for like lower intensity workouts, hot girl walk, yoga, Pilates. I definitely think you could still weightlift in it. It's just one of those fabrics that you can pill, so I wouldn't go sitting on turf. I'd just be a little cautious of where you sit with these on, but they're nowhere near as delicate as like the Aura or Buff Bunny butter. But I got the leggings in the Aurora, which I'm wearing. All right, so here are the cross waist Tenacity leggings. These are extra small in the pink. I did extra small from last time these dropped, but unfortunately Grin didn't let me pick that size, so I asked to exchange. The compression is good, it's very true to size. The main reason I want to size down is for the glute seam, because while yes, it does get tighter, more compressive when sizing down, I don't mind a compressive fit, but the glute seam just hits me at a better spot in the size down than in my true size. It's when I size down, it's right at the top of my glutes, not too high. So for that reason, I do want to size down because the glute seam is shorter in the size down. It's got the invisible scrunch. Obviously, if you have average glute height, long glute height, you're not gonna wanna size down. This will hit you at a perfect spot. Again, you'll be fine true to size. I just like to size down for this to hit me at a better spot personally. And again, I don't mind a tight fit. Now these are sheer. The yellow and the green are very light colors, so they're going to be crazy sheer. So if you don't like that, if you have glute tattoos, you don't want it showing, I would not recommend getting these colors. The lighter colors in Tenacity also feel slightly thinner of a fabric, but it's a very soft velvety fabric. I love a cross waist, and I don't mind that it's got the top seam in the back when it's a cross waist, whereas when it's a straight waist, it's very unflattering on the waistline. It makes me look wider than I am. Whereas when it's got the cross waist, it brings the waist in. It also makes it feel a little more mid-rise on me because I've got the belly button out. So definitely my favorite cut and sew leggings. Alphalete's done. Can pill depending on where you sit. Does show sweat. But I feel like I don't have to adjust the waist nearly as much as I do some of their other Tenacity leggings or Aura leggings. So if I am gonna work out in any of the Tenacity, it's going to be the cross waist. You can literally see my underwear through this, the band. So again, keep in mind, if you don't like sheer, would not get. Inseam is, I would definitely say full length, 7/8 depending on your height. I think it's a great inseam. Again, it's very stretchy, so I wouldn't stress length on these personally, but I am 5'4", keep that in mind. And then we have the canary yellow. Okay, so I got the Aurora in extra small and the canary yellow in extra small. So no fit changes have been made. Same measurements of extra small and the extra small Malibu pink that I got. I think if you've tried Tenacity wrap leggings before, like them, stay with same size. Fit hasn't changed, but I just prefer to size down, and I don't mind a more compressive fit because while sizing down does make it quite compressive, I don't mind it, and I'd much rather have it be a little bit tighter and that V-seam and glute seam hit me at a better spot. Also makes the rise a little bit shorter, which I love. But overall, I still really like the rise and compression level in my true size. I just noticed the V-seam and glute seam hits me a little bit higher than I'd like. Obviously, sizing down might make it a little bit more sheer, but even in my true size, it's already sheer. So it doesn't even matter. Obviously, if the glute seam was shorter in my true size, I would be very happy staying with extra small, but yeah, no front seam. We've got canary yellow. It's got the tonal small logo in the back, cross waist, double line waistband, lower tummy control. I mean, it's just brushed fabric. It's not gonna snatch like an Amplify waistband, but it's also not loose or just hanging there. I do feel secure in place, and I don't feel like I have to readjust the waistband nearly as much as some of the other Tenacity leggings. Again, these are gonna be sheer. It's got the scrunch, the side glute contouring. It's a velvety soft fabric, 27 inseam in my extra small. I'm glad these came back, and I'm glad they weren't tweaked like the Elevate, how they tweaked core to be Elevate, because I would have lost my marbles had these changed. Stay true to size in those. All right, here are the extra small Tenacity leggings. So hits roughly a little bit shorter, but for the most part the same spot. The V-seam hits a little bit better. Still very stretchy. It just feels a little bit higher compression and more supportive when sizing down, but it makes it a little bit more sheer, but it doesn't feel uncomfortably tight. I still have plenty of fabric. It's in a better spot. And it's one of my favorite Alphalete cut and sew leggings. They're most short torso and short glute friendly bottom that they have. Velvety soft. You've got the scrunch, V-seam, side glute seam, cross waist, mid-rise. We also have the shorts. I did not get the shorts. I will not get those until they come in a biker inseam. I don't like 5-inch inseam. I know I won't wear them. Same as the leggings, just in a 5-inch inseam. And then we have contour coming back. I'll be honest, I can't do contour anymore after trying pump, but I know a lot of people still love contour. There are some people that don't like the under glute compression vibe. I think a lot of people will be really happy to see a more simple, seamless, non-glute lifting legging come back. Obviously, it's still got more detailing than normal Amplify, but it doesn't have the under glute lifting. It does have the ribbing detail. It's not compressive or anything, just the ribbing shading to kind of like contour the glutes. Has the waffle detailing, which again, I don't love. Very snag prone with that detailing. The shorts don't have the waffle, so if you don't like the waffle, go for the shorts versus the leggings, because the leggings do. It's got a very short scrunch. Now these are mid-rise, right? Yeah, mid-rise. When I size down, they definitely hit shorter. I think true size, they'd still be high-rise on me, because again, a lot of Alphalete's like rise labeling is if you have a long torso, not for the short torso girls. I like the rise much better. It just has a straight waistband though, like no tiering. Like normally it comes in at the top. It's not doing that anymore, which is a bit of a bummer because I did love that feature. I feel like it snatched really well. Still has the 3 tiers, but isn't tapering like it used to. Again, the rise is shorter than older contour. I like that as someone with a really short torso. And I just feel like a shorter rise makes me look more lean personally. But everything else other than that fabric design is the same. Again, feels a little bit softer, more delicate than pump, and very softer, thinner than pump. Feels more delicate than pump, more pantyhose-like than pump. So just keep that in mind. I definitely think you can stay it to your normal size. If you're not wanting it to be mid-rise, maybe size up, but I size down for an even shorter rise, and because it's got so much stretch, I really like the fit now. But again, I just gravitate more to a glute lifting legging. And again, these are lighter colors, so they are going to be sheer. So if you have glute tattoos and you don't want to see them, I would not get, because you're gonna see it, that's for sure. I like the shorter scrunch so much more. Like, it looks so much better on. This is weird. It's 51% polyamide, 38% polyester, 11% elastane, made in Turkey. The waistband reminds me of Define. It's got the sewn in logo. Interesting. Alphalete on the back, 3-tiered thicker waistband, good tummy control, waffle detailing all the way down the leg. Does make it a little bit more delicate. Full length because it's got so much stretch. Wouldn't worry about the inseam at all personally. But let's try these on, do the sticker test. All right, so here are the extra small contour leggings, and they hit a little bit shorter than the short. So I actually really like the rise in the leggings. It hits much better. It hits right below my belly button. It doesn't cover it like the shorts do. So I do like the rise better in the leggings. Waistbands, not even in an extra small, I definitely think they isn't like insanely snug. I think they've been like lately taking out the waistbands of things. I like a tight fit, so it's kind of weird that an extra small isn't even like insanely snug. But I guess it makes it easier to size down. Now, obviously it's yellow. It's gonna be sheer. It's gonna be the sheerest color. So keep that in mind. You've got the short scrunch. You have a glute tattoo, you're 100% going to see it. It's got no V-seam, but the waistband hits right at the top of my glutes, and then it kind of just fades into the legging. You've got the ribbing Down here on the side, no glute lift, just a scrunch. Here's the extra small contour and steel from previous drops. Again, it's the same fabric, same fit essentially, like same pill proneness, all the like same exact design as the old. So just think of the main difference is just the rise. This is also much more compressive than my extra small Aurora and Canary Yellow. So I also feel like the older ones were a little bit more compressive. I don't need to size down anymore though. I kind of wish I would have done extra small in the new mid-rise, just because I was sizing down in these to help with the rise. As you can see, sizing down doesn't even do that much. Like these are ultra high rise on a short torso girl, like the old contour. So again, I prefer the new mid-rise much better in terms of like rise, but overall contour just still isn't for me. But mid-rise is so much more flattering. I just don't like the rise on this at all. It's giving like maternity leggings. And then you've got the thick band compress. Like if you have this issue, you're gonna want to try a mid-rise option. It doesn't have to be contour, but you're gonna want to switch over to mid-rise. I guarantee it, because if you're like me, the rise is hitting too high, so where the waistband on the ultra high rise chops my lower stomach in half. So this is still my lower stomach, and this is usually where I bloat. This compressive waistband is compressing my upper stomach, but not where I need it to compress, which is the lower where I bloat. So mid-rise compresses right where it needs to be, right where I bloat, the lower stomach. Whereas when it's super high, I feel like it enhances my lower stomach bloat because it's compressing down here and kind of like pushing it down and out. Whereas when it is that mid-rise, it is compressing the entire lower stomach, not pushing anything down and out. So if you notice that in your leggings and you're wearing ultra high rise, I recommend trying a mid-rise with that compressive waistband. So I'm a fan of the mid-rise inseam. I just, again, don't really gravitate to contour anymore. It's super thin, super delicate. You've got the waffle detailing on the leggings that I don't like, that make it snag prone, especially if you have nails. The contour also just like it doesn't give any lift, but obviously we still need a more simple non-glute lifting seamless legging option for the girlies that don't like that. But I just think they could do a better version one, because contour is just, I don't know, I think it's too thin, too delicate. Hate the waffle detailing. Yeah, but you do have a short scrunch. But again, the waistband goes way up my back. The waistband on the contour, like obviously there's no V-seam, it just goes straight, but there's still like the sewn-in waistband. On the old contour, the ultra high rise, because it was meant for longer torso gals, longer glute gals, it hit higher up on my glutes and didn't stop right at the top. It makes sense that in the new mid-rise, this top of the waistband hits shorter. So it makes sense that if you have a shorter rise, the measurements have to change and hit at a different spot. And I got the rest in the shorts because I definitely prefer the contour shorts over the leggings. I already had the yellow shorts, I'm pretty sure. And this is a restock, although we haven't had Aurora. I have Citrus Frost in the contour shorts, but I didn't have any Aurora, so I got these. They're very sheer, same thing. I did size down to extra small in these because I thought that's the size I get, but I think I normally get extra small in the contour, so she's really short. But yeah, I prefer pump shorts over these. I still like these better than normal Amplify, but I just, after trying pump, I can't do these anymore, I can't. But I'm glad they brought them back, just because I know not everyone likes pump or the glute compression vibe. So I'm glad we have a more simple non-glute lifting scrunch option for the girlies that prefer that. Again, this is more mid-rise. It really doesn't taper as much as I feel like it used to. It's got a really short glute scrunch now, so you don't have to worry about it going up your back. Again, there's no waffle detailing in these shorts, so I like the shorts better. And then it's got the glute contour ribbing to go under, not compressive, just shading. And then the leg opening has stretch, no front seam. We'll do the sticker test, but again, she's sheer. Here are the extra small Aurora shorts. So, again, they're very stretchy, so like it's not insanely snug, especially compared to like other extra small brands or like pump extra small, because it is so stretchy. The main thing that just gets tighter is the waistband, and the inseam gets shorter. So I don't mind the way extra extra small fits. The inseam is really short. I would love a contour biker. This is definitely gonna be mid-rise on a long torso girl, but on a short torso girl. But it's still an improvement because again, contour used to be ultra high rise. So it's an improvement. Again, keep in mind I did size down, but it still would have been just as sheer probably in my normal size because it's such a light shade. It's going to be sheer, we know this. It's gonna be like Citrus Frost, your Lemonade, other canary yellow bottoms. So if sheer is not your vibe, don't get. But I know there are a lot of people who will still buy even if it's a little bit on the sheer side because we love brights. Scrunch, and probably because I sized down, isn't laying super flat in the cheeks. I think if I had done my normal size, it would. Doesn't bother me, but it is happening. And again, even though it's super short, it's still rolling. The leg opening has a lot of stretch though, so it's not even as tight as like an extra small Define or Buff Bunny waterfall leg opening. Side ribbing to contour, but there's like no like lifting happening, so a more simple shorts. And then we have Anchor. I don't normally gravitate to dark colors, but I feel like Anchor and Canary Yellow will be such a dang cute color combo. And I wanted to, again, I wanted to match, oh, even Aurora, and that's cute. But I wanted a matching set, and again, I'd rather have the shorts than the leggings. So I went with the Anchor shorts. I also feel like this color, because it's darker, is a little bit tighter than the Aurora. This fabric, again, very delicate, much more delicate than Pump, Revive, maybe even Amplify, because like it's just very thin and soft. So I do have the most pilling in my contour than all of Alphalete's bottoms. Just keep that in mind. The contour is just so thin. Like, I like Pump way more, even besides the fact that it's got the glute lift and this doesn't. I like Pump so much more because it's a thicker fabric. You don't have to worry about sheerness as much and pilling. This is such a thin, delicate fabric that pills like crazy, is so sheer. So I just think Pump quality alone, regardless of, again, the glute lift, is 10 times better than Contour. Like, I just feel like if they're gonna continue with Contour, they need to make it the same fabric and sturdiness, thickness as Pump, just because like I don't know, I feel like people rave about, like some people I've seen like the thinness and softness of Contour, but I do not. I think it makes it feel cheap, and like it's described again as pantyhose, which is very correct, because like seamless fit, like it should not be that thin. And then for bras, I think the tops are my favorite thing this drop. Like, I love every single top that is dropping. We have what I'm currently wearing, which is the Amplify Minimal Sports Bra, which is my favorite sports bra I think Alphalete has. I love the Vic bra too, but this one I love the front so much more, and I love a halter. But for the IBTC girlies or girlies that love an itty bitty moment and a halter, I cannot, like, I love this bra so much. I want it in every single color, and I do size down in this just because it's very wide. A lot of Alphalete bras are catered to wider chests than narrow. So I do have to size down. In my true size, I get gaping, more fabric in my armpit, but the bottom band fits better. So it's kind of like, but I like to size down. I'd rather have it be a little bit more snug and like better width-wise, because I can't stand gaping. But I'm very happy with sizing down. It makes it a little bit more itty bitty, but as a girly that likes an itty bitty moment, I don't mind. Has removable cups, a ribbed bottom band, which does, like, obviously it's still lower support, but compared to, like, for example, Define's minimal bra, this one has more support than that, stays put much better because of this band. Has the logo right here down at the, oh, it does have the logo. Still has the logo, but that is, I don't know if it's getting rid of in the tops, but in the leggings it is. I don't mind the logo. I just wish it was tonal. That's my only thing. Again, removable cups. It has an adjustable halter neck strap, which I really like. Itty bitty back moment. Again, for back day, stunning. And I just love how dainty it is. So like, I hope we get these bras in so many colors because it's one of my favorites. I will keep going back for it. Cannot recommend enough. Yeah, I'm so happy we now have her in a green and yellow, but it's the same fabric as pump. Nice, sturdy, seamless, so does really well with sweat. But yeah, definitely more itty bitty, wider chested. I wish I had enough selects to go back for Grove because I would have gotten that color. Sorry, no, it was Grove, yeah. I would have gone back for that color too. I love Anchor. I'm glad we got Anchor in more pieces. It is a really good navy. And I don't have that many navy tops, so I was like, and you can mix and match it with so many other colors if you don't want to wear like dark bottoms. Minimal bras coming back in Anchor, Canary Yellow, Aurora, and then Grove. Here is the minimal bra. Again, I do extra small in these. Sizing down helps with width because it is very wide. When I did my true size in this bra, it was too wide. I got gaping, dug in my armpit. So I like to size down in this, but keep in mind it does make the coverage very minimal, which I personally don't mind. I love that we got it in these bright colors. This is one of my favorite. This and the Vic bra are probably my favorite Alphalete bras now. This one's definitely still number one. I love how minimal it is, and I even like to tuck the underband and make it even more itty bitty. As an IBTC girly, I eat this up. I think it's so flattering on my chest, and I love a halter. That way for like upper body back days, like you cannot go wrong with a back like this. And then we also have the Amplify Open back bra coming. Now I think I already have these colors, so I didn't snag, but I love this bra as well. It's coming in black, canary yellow, Aurora, Anchor, and then white and Grove. And then we have the Lina bra coming back, coming in Anchor, Aurora, black, canary yellow, and Grove as well, and white. So I got black, and I finally got my hands on an extra small. I have not been able to get my hands on an extra small Lina bra since it came out. So I'm so happy that I finally got my correct size, because in my opinion, as a small chest, narrow chest girl, it does run a little big. And I like to size down to kind of help it fit better. But if you are larger up top, stay true to size. If you're wider chested, you can stay true to size. I'm just very narrow and smaller, so I just prefer to size down in a lot of Alphalete bras. But it's a Tenacity fabric, so velvety soft, still lower support because it only has a thin little bottom seam down here, but has darts for added structure, removable cups, and then the back has these straps that can move. And like, yeah, you can also make it like look straight back. I love this bra. I love putting like a little flower clip on her, and I don't have that many black bras, so I was like, I need to get this. So I'm glad I snagged it. Love this bra. It's got a little bit more coverage than this one. And then we have the push tanks, which I love. So I got 3. Would have gotten them all had I had enough selects. I think this tank is so dang good. It's one of Alphalete's best, well, I think it's their best selling, one of their best selling pieces, which is why it keeps coming back, but rightfully so. It is a really nice tank. So I had to get it in black because I did not have it in a basic black, and I was like, well, this is a need, because you can wear it casually as well, like not just for the gym, and it really does make the chest area look really good because it's got that under boob compression. Has a built-in shelf bra, no removable cup, so I do pop my own in there just because yeah, it's a little thin, even though it's double lined, she's still thin, so I just like to have that extra security. Has adjustable straps that go straight back. It's a meet and greet length, seamless fabric, so it does really well with sweat. Scoop neckline, scoop back with the white A logo. I got it in black, love it. I got this one in an extra small just because I figured black would probably be tighter. I do like to size down in it though for a more snatching fit. So I did canary yellow as well, but this one in extra small. It's definitely narrow chest friendly, so I wouldn't stress it being too wide. Has again adjustable straps, built-in shelf bra. The under boob compression contour detailing. I would definitely say if you're larger up top to size up, because this does hit quite short. So if you are larger up top, this might hit a little high on the bust. Because even I notice it as someone with nothing up top. Again, scoop back. Again, a meet and greet length. The same seamless fabric. And then I got it in Aurora, extra small. The sizing is pretty like here's extra small from extra small. Like the sizing is pretty different. Like it's maybe like 2 inches up different. Oh yeah, that's definitely 2 inches when you size up. So here's the extra small tank. So gets rid of the flaring, still hits it roughly the same spot, but as you can see, it comes in a little bit more, and it's definitely harder to get on because this inside band is the tightest part. The straps are adjustable, and when I size down, I have to loosen them all the way. So yeah, I'm kind of like in this in between of both sizes, can do either or. I just prefer the bottom of the extra small, but the top part of the extra small. But again, I'm fine with either or. But this is canary yellow. As you can see the built-in shelf bra because that's double lined, whereas this is just one line. Sheer right here, doesn't bother me. The extra small push tank kind of like puckers a little bit at the bottom in the extra small, whereas the extra small is definitely more snatching down here. I can do either or. I just definitely prefer the look of the extra small down here. Just makes the cup area a little bit more narrow and smaller. It's a brighter color. It is on the sheer side, so you can kind of see where the built-in shelf bra is. That doesn't bother me, but if it will bother you, just know that you will notice that in the Aurora and Canary Yellow. Adjustable straps. Again, in my true size, it's still narrow chest friendly, but sizing down does make it come in a little bit more. So again, if you're wider chested, I would not size down. Is everything for this Alphalete drop 6. Again, basically a restock. These items have already released before, just bringing it back in some of their best selling colors. Again, the drop is October 25th, which is a Saturday at 12 p.m. CST. You do get early access over on the app. If you have any questions about any of the items, definitely leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you ASAP. I hope this review was helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.